Hi folks, Bob Dale, Southern Remarketing in Jackson, Mississippi. Where my son Dan comes up with some of the coolest trucks I've ever seen in my life. Lord knows how many diesel trucks he's sold in the past few years. But we're gonna list one today that I love it. You talk about a pretty truck and they are so hard to find. This is a 2006 Dodge. 2006 Dodge four-door truck. It is a real Laramie. It's not anything else, it's a Laramie. It's got the high output Cummins engine in it. It's got every option you would want on a truck, clean as a pin, four-wheel drive, big, nice, pretty matching set of tires and wheels, no rust issues, no problems at all. A local Southern truck, rides and drives the very best, got a great stance. It's only got 230,000 miles on it, which for a Cummins is barely broken in, but I want you to look what a pretty truck this is, folks. And to go try to find one on eBay that looks like this, a Laramie, a real Laramie now. One came from the factory, says Laramie, four-wheel drive, four-door, and all that with a high-output diesel engine. Four-wheel drive, look at this truck. Everything about it's cool. Under here, now we can't tell, folks, we don't know. We're assuming this truck has a small lift kit on it, but we can't tell. It looks like it does. It has that kind of stance to it. But look in here. The leather is beautiful.
It's got power pedals, automatic, everything.
Windows, door locks, tilt cruise, all of that. Power seat here. The headliner is beautiful. The leather's pretty. Carpets are nice. This is just a pretty truck.
Cab corners, all that.
Look in here, some kid's not been out trying to tear up daddy's stuff in the mud. All clean. The back of it here.
Hit the wrong button. Anyway, looking in the back, you can see both sides of these seats flip up and you got storage underneath. You got cup holders. See the headliner's in good shape. Carpet's in good shape. All that's good. The cab corners, no rust.
Nerf bars, pretty. Look under here. Southern truck, absolutely no rust, all that. Look at these tires.
Those are 35-inch Firestone Destination tires.
Good looking wheels. Those tires, I'm not gonna make because someone will get me, but those tires look close to being new. Tailgate's perfect. Got a bed liner in it. It's been raining here, so that's where all that came from. Bumper is absolutely perfect. Here's your Laramie. Look down the sides, not chewed up, not bit up, none of that, no dings and pings. And we always show these frames, folks, because 99% of our customers come from the East Coast and Midwest and all that. And so rust is a big issue, and we're really cognizant about that. We look for it. Look back here, all the room in the world, four doors. I can't get over, I am not normally a Dodge fan, but I really like this truck, just the way it looks and the way it stands up.
Dash isn't cracked.
Now, you can see how pretty it is, the leather's good. Kick panels, you can see up in the doors here, not been in the mud. It's just been up and down the road. Paint's in great shape. All up under here is just the way it ought to be. The windshield is perfect. No texture cracks. The chrome, you look at the chrome across here, it just looks great. This is a really good looking truck, folks. I'm talking about a nice looking truck. It's got a great stance. Dan's gonna do your ride and drive, says everything about it's just the way it ought to be. Can't find these trucks. I'm telling you, you just cannot find them. For every Ford diesel truck you can find, for every 40 of those you can find one Dodge. I mean, they're just that hard to find. But this is a really nice one, and I hate to be too verbose or anything, but you know, just occasionally you just look at a truck and it looks good to you and stands out and makes you want it. I mean, that's the way this truck is. I like it. Whoever buys it is really gonna like it. If you have a question about this truck, give Dan a call. 601-720-2857. If you don't get him, he's a lawyer. He's oftentimes busy.
Text me.
And text him, or he'll call you back. 601-720-2857. If you want to know what it takes to buy this truck, give him a call. We're real easy to deal with. We'll be glad to discuss just selling it. But if you decide you want to have it shipped home, trust me, you'll recognize it when you get there and be tickled. If you decide to come down and drive it, you'll have a really good drive home. You can't find these trucks. It's that nice. It's a 2006 Dodge Ram Laramie, a four-door, four-wheel drive truck with a high output Cummins engine. Every option on the inside looks great, inside and out, sitting on a really expensive, nice set of tires. This is just a grand truck, folks. Thanks for watching our video. We appreciate it. Look forward to visiting with you about this truck and seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive, but before I do, just wanted to show you how clean it is under the hood. We do not clean under hoods. This is just how it came into us. So you can tell by the condition of it, hadn't spent its life out in mud holes and mud bogs, because stuff like that aluminum fender liner in the back there, that stuff will turn a shade of brown that you just can't get rid of. But anyway, the main thing I want to show you here is, you can see, take the oil fill cap off, no blow by. There's just a tiny hint of smoke, but smoke's not a big deal. Smoke's not blow by. Smoke's not an issue as long as it's not puffing like a freight train or something. The big deal is, you can see I set it down, it doesn't blow off. If the oil cap blows off, that means you do have blow by, and that's piston compression, engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. Not necessarily a sign of a bad engine, but just a sign of wear, and this truck doesn't have any. It does have high flow intake though, so now that you've seen this, we're going to hop in and take you on a test drive. Okay, now we're in the truck, going to take you down the road. Now you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the very worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though the video may look a little shaky, rest assured the truck itself has a great ride and drive to it. Got the tow mirrors flipped up, because if you got a Dodge, you're going to flip your tow mirrors up. You can see the dash got the auxiliary input for the radio, dual zone, climate control, got heated seats. The only thing I'll nitpick on this truck, you see, it's got a button for rear defrost, but apparently the back glass was replaced at some point with one that does not have defrost. So if that's a big deal, we can put a back glass defrost back in it pretty cheap. You just have to call me for a quote on that, but it ain't gonna be too bad. I wouldn't worry about it though, but it's up to you. The little overhead display works. It shows you your distance to empty, your miles per gallon, your compass heading, your thermometer, outside temperature, all that good stuff. Like I was saying earlier, no cracks in the dash, which obviously means, since this is a Dodge, that the dash has been replaced already. So steering wheel's nice. I don't even think it's bad under the steering wheel cover. I don't know why my guys didn't take it off, but they didn't, because I'm not gonna get into all that. But anyway, truck goes down the road just like it should. It shifts out like it should. One thing I like, it's got the manual shift, so you don't have to worry about any solenoids or servos going out. You just yank the lever and you're in four-wheel drive, which is always a good thing. Got a pretty fresh oil change on it. Truck's clearly been well serviced, well maintained. It's got a almost perfect windshield. Got one tiny little peck. I don't even know if you can see it in this video, but it's tiny. That may not even be a peck. It may be a bug. But anyway, if you want to fly in, drive this truck home, you can. We'll be glad to pick you up at the airport anytime during our business hours. No extra charge. We'll bring you back here and do all the paperwork and feedback and stuff, make it a real smooth, easy transaction. But if you're like most of our customers, you're from the northeast or the Midwest, and you're buying from us because we got good prices on rust-free trucks, and you may not have several days to take off work and drive or fly down and drive home. So don't let the idea of having to ship this truck scare you, because if you look online at some of these online shipping quotes, don't let those prices scare you, because depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you as much as half off. And the way we can do that is because most of these guys you see on there, they're not really shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road hauling vehicles. They're just brokers. They'll charge you hundreds of dollars and call it a deposit, and really all it is their fee. And they'll post the truck, and you'll pay the driver when he drops it off what it really costs to ship it. Well, all these guys use the same website to post their loads, and the drivers use it to find loads, and it's not open to the public, but we've jumped all the hoops and we pay all the fees to be a member, so we can arrange shipping for you. Now, you know, we're not going to be the shipper because we don't have a fleet of trucks ourselves, but we'll arrange it for you, and basically you're going to get wholesale cost on shipping, and you're not going to have to pay us anything. We don't charge a markup or a broker's fee or any of that, so you're going to come out ahead right off the bat given that. So if you're interested, shoot me a text or an email with your zip code, and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And if you're anywhere near Houston or Dallas or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So just shoot me your zip code and I'll give you a quote. Truck doesn't pull to the left or right, doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. Only thing you'll notice, it's got these big tires, but they're surprisingly quiet. They don't howl going down the road or anything. I mean, it does give it a little, you know, it's not, this thing doesn't handle like a Corvette. It handles like a four-wheel drive truck on big tires. But if you know what to expect, then I mean, there's truck's in good shape. One thing you can take away from all these bumps I'm hitting is that it's tight. There's no thunks or clunks or rattles. You move the steering wheel and it moves. One thing I would like to show you, you can see on the dash, no lights lit other than the seatbelt light. Everything's good on the gauges. Now, you'll notice the tach ain't working, but we're gonna have that fixed. That is a common problem with 04 to 7 Dodge trucks. It's a simple fix. If I noticed it before now, I'd have already had it fixed, but it's gonna be fixed probably tomorrow. So don't worry about that. It's something we have to fix on just about every one we get, so we're used to it, know exactly what to do. If you have any questions about this truck, call me. My number is 601-720-2857. If you want to know what it takes to buy it, you want to make an offer or any of that, just call me. I'm real easy to work with. We'll try and make the best deal we can for you. Beyond that, though, we appreciate you watching our video and listening to everything we had to say about this truck, and we look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.